Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and today you are looking at some brand new products from a brand called Struesli, and I will have a link below to their website. You can check out all about them, what they offer. And I'm not quite certain how I found out about them. Excuse me. I think it was through someone else's email that mentioned them. So it's interesting. The name Struesli, I was wondering how they would get that name. I was thinking muesli, without the STR, and then STRU, Struesli, kind of like strudel, but I don't know. It's not a strudel. But anyway, back to the products. So these are a granola. They call granola Redefined. They have 3 different varieties. They have the original, the savory seed, and the cacao and coffee. And I want to thank them for sending me over the products to sample. They send me over the products for free so I could sample them. And I'm going to talk to you about each one and also try them. But the one that's labeled the cacao and coffee, they told me it has less than a quarter cup's worth of caffeine per serving, and a serving is a quarter cup. So that's what they said as far as how much. Less. What did they say? Less than a quarter cup's worth of caffeine per serving. Okay. So I think I got that right. If not, I'll check my notes and I'll put it below the video. So I'm going to first tell you a little bit about each one. So this comes in a nice resealable bag. Here, you can see on top. Here, I'll get a little closer so you could see more. It's Struesli, so they have, it looks like they have the cereal coming from the U here. So this is 100% organic ingredients. It's kosher, made on dairy equipment. It's USDA organic, certified gluten-free, plant-based. It says to store in a cool, dry place. So what is in here? They tell you on the front here, which is nice. So all the ingredients. Tiger nuts, pecans, walnuts, coconut flakes, hemp hearts, chia seeds, sea salt. And I think that's it as far as the... but also, no, there's actually more on the back. I didn't realize, but I'll get to that in a second. And no sweeteners, no grains. It's prebiotic, and I'll explain that in a minute. Chef-crafted, small batch, and big flavor. So what prebiotic means, if you're not aware. So there's something called prebiotics, probiotics, and now there's something called postbiotics. Keep coming up with new things. So prebiotic is what helps feed the probiotic, which is the bacteria in your gut. So this is prebiotic, which is good. And I think that's the tiger nuts that are prebiotic, if I remember correctly, because I've had tiger nuts before. Let's see what it says here. Other ingredients. There's also extra virgin coconut oil. There is also coconut butter. So it doesn't list all the ingredients on the front. There's also golden flax meal as well. So what it says here, meet Struesli. The owner, she's also a private chef. Her name's Adrienne. She says here, I made this crave-worthy superfood granola to power your health journey, whether you're just starting or years in. Crispy, crumbly, and richly nutty, original Struesli brings together prebiotic, fiber-filled tiger nuts. Yes, it's not a nut, it's actually a root vegetable, so that's what's prebiotic. Plus a nutritious blend of nuts, seeds, and coconut, and no added sweeteners or grains. This is granola with benefits. Add this versatile topper to yogurt, acai bowls, baked goods, nut butter, toast, chia puddings, salads, or enjoy it by the spoonful, right? And you can also make your own additional stuff to it. You can add like fresh fruits, dried fruits. You could, kind of make it into your own trail mix. It also says here it's paleo friendly and keto friendly. So as far as nutritional information, it says 9 servings per container. A quarter cup is a serving, 160 calories. Total fat, 13 grams. Saturated fat is 4 grams. Again, that's good fats. It comes from the coconut oil, coconut butter. And it is low carb. So it's only 8 grams and 5 dietary fiber. So if you don't know how to do that, you actually take the 5 grams of dietary fiber from the 8. You take the 8 from the 5, and you only have 3 net carbohydrate, 3 grams net of carbohydrate, which was for people who are concerned about that. Protein 3 grams, calcium 4%, iron 8%, and potassium is 2%. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. And also says manufacturing facility also uses peanuts, tree nuts, soy, wheat, sesame, and milk if you're concerned about that. And like I said, I think it says store in a cool, dry place. But what you can also do is store it in the refrigerator if you're concerned. So I'm going to go ahead and open this now. And see, and put it in I have a little cup to put it in. Smells good. And tiger nuts themselves are actually kind of sweet, and also coconut butter, it has some sweetness to it. So I have a little cup here that I'm going to put it in. Sorry, I think the camera went a little cuckoo on me here. It does that sometimes on the computer. So I'm taking some out in a little cup so I could show it to you before I try it. It's a nice mix here. So here you go, if you could see that. So also, if you wanted it to be more like kind of sticking together, almost like you could make your own, what is that called? Brittle, like a granola brittle. You could use things like date syrup or some kind of a syrup. You know, there's also something called carob syrup. You could make your own like brittle and put it all together like that. And so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put it down on this napkin for a second and close this bag up. But it does have a nice nutty smell. And again, like I said, the sweetness comes from the coconut. Coconut does have some sweetness to it naturally, even though it's a fat. It actually has some sweetness, because if you've ever had coconut water is quite sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and try this. It has a nice flavor. It's a nice mix. It's simple. And again, if you wanted to add other things to this, like I might add like cinnamon powder, some, if you want it to be a little spicy, some ginger powder. You can do a lot of different things with this. You know, in a salad, if you want to. You can also even grind this up if you want, and kind of make it into a what do you call it? Like in a shaker, and put it on your food. Like sprinkle it, you know, like a seasoning, and add different herbs and stuff to it. So you could really have fun with this, you know. The sky's the limit. I call it like a blank canvas, meaning, you know, it's not already sugared and seasoned and everything, so you can do what you want with it and make something different out of it. So that's nice. It's got a nice flavor. And the coconut, it has coconut chips, did I say? Coconut flakes. So it's got the flakes, it's got the coconut oil, and the coconut butter. So it's got a few different types of coconut, which are good, very good fat for you. So I'm trying to finish this cup before I get to the next one, but I'll talk while I'm finishing chewing. So this is the next one I'm going to do, or try the savory and seed. So the difference in this one, let's just see what the difference is here. This has pumpkin and sunflower seeds. And let's see if there's anything else different on the back as far as ingredients. So, yeah, just the sunflower, pumpkin. It doesn't have the coconut. It has coconut oil, the hemp parts, the chia seeds, the flax meal. So it's all seedy, as you say, in a good way. And so they took out the nuts that were in here and the coconut, except for the coconut oil. Well, I'm just about done with this. Maybe I'll take less for the next one. So what she says here different is a little bit different. It's 130 calories. The carbs are a little higher, 6 grams. Still dietary fiber is a little lower, 3. Protein here is higher. On this one, 4. Calcium is 1%, iron is 6%, and potassium is 2%. And this one's 130 calories. On this one, she says, satisfyingly savory, this nut-free. So again, if you're someone who doesn't want to have nuts, although it is manufacturing facility that uses nuts, but it is nut-free. Again, with the tiger nuts, it says plus a bespoke blend of nutritious seeds. And here she says you could put it on cottage cheese. I don't use cottage cheese, but okay, you could do it, or on yogurt. I use vegan yogurt. Salad, soups, avocado toast, or enjoy by the spoonful. Or again, you can do so many things. Like I said, you could grind it up, make it into your own like seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and open this one. This one I expect to taste a little bit different, because it doesn't have as much of the coconut. It just has the oil, but it doesn't have a lot of the other coconut ingredients. So this is what this bag looks like. And it's nice to have the different color bags, so it distinguishes between the different ones. Oh yeah, and this one, oh, that's interesting. the top. Some of it is actually clumped together. I'm going to take out a clump to show you. It's kind of clump. A lot of it is not like in a clump. So I'm going to see if I can get that out in the cup here to show you how it kind of got all clumped together. Can you see that? I don't know if you could see that it's actually one big clump, you know, of it, kind of like it's already a brittle. So I'm going to try that, just like that. Because, yeah, a lot of it is looser in the bag, but there are some pieces that are kind of chunky, or, you know, that stuck together. I don't know if it's because from the coconut, and I also don't know how this is actually made. It could be that it's baked, I don't know, toasted, baked, I don't know for sure. I never asked, so that's something I can ask and let them find out. And it also says it's made with ethically sourced, refined organic coconut oil. I didn't see that before on the package. It says that in this one. It doesn't say that in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one in the chunky version. Yeah, it definitely tastes more savory. I think on the back here they have a picture of like how to make something with it, like a picture with a salad looks like. I don't know if this one had a picture. Oh, this one also has a picture here. I didn't see that before I tore it off. But this definitely is more savory. The this one is a little sweeter, although yeah, it says total sugar is 2 grams, but it's not added. This one's only 1. Because definitely the coconut butter and the coconut flakes add sweetness to it. So yeah, definitely more savory. So if you wanted to go with like this one, as far as like making it into a seasoning or even a dressing, you know, like a thicker kind of a dressing. So yeah, this is definitely a little bit drier too. I think the coconut adds a little more moistness to it. Now the final one I'm going to do, and again here's a picture on the back showing you, I guess, an idea, serving suggestions, which I didn't show you for the other ones. I apologize, but yeah, it's already torn off, so I showed you what I could. So this is the one that has the cacao nibs and the artisan coffee. And it definitely, that's more, and I don't know if it, do they use sea salt in here too? I think they do. So I think it tastes, yeah, it's interesting. The first one I did, the original, has, it says 2% sodium. Not that I care about how much, but this one is 5% sodium. Now again, it's sodium. Even though there's sea salt in here, I think the savory, it has more of like a salty kind of savory flavor. Okay, so now back to this one, the cacao and coffee. So the ingredients in this one are the tiger nuts, of course, the extra virgin coconut oil, pecans, walnuts, cacao nibs, hemp hearts, coconut butter, cacao powder, coconut, golden flax meal, organic chia seeds, organic ground coffee, sea salt, and organic vanilla bean powder. So this is interesting. She says, with indulgent notes of organic cacao and organic coffee, this crispy, crumbly granola brings together prebiotic tiger nuts, like we said, nutritious nuts, seeds, and coconut. So it's got a whole mixture of all different types of things. So now, in case you don't know, like it lists the ingredients. So ingredients go in order of the most of the product is usually the first ingredient. As it goes down in the ingredients, as you continue going across the list of ingredients, there's less amount of that in the product. So that's why here, if you look at it, you can't see it, so it's not so close, but the ground coffee is the third to last ingredient. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker. I stay away from coffee. I, for a while, was using cacao, and now I'm not, for quite a while, actually. I just don't have a need for it, so I prefer carob. But that's just so you know. So, therefore, it's not, like I told you how much, it's not that much as far as the amount. So, I'm going to open this one up and give it a try. Probably just going to take a little bit. I mean, I don't know if I'll get a buzz from the coffee, but I'm not a coffee drinker. I never have. I've eaten things that have had coffee in them. It's not my preference. And I could definitely smell, I could smell, I think, more the cacao. Now, the cacao, in the list here, the cacao is actually much higher up than is the coffee. Cacao is the first, second, third, fourth. It's the fifth ingredient, so it's more. There's more of it than is the coffee. So I'm going to put a little bit into this cup here, And I can see the cacao nibs. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to get coffee. I don't know if I can see. It's ground coffee, so it's probably more like a powdery. But here's what it looks like. It's darker looking than the others because of the cacao and the coffee probably. And again, I don't know how this is made. I would gather most of the time granola is baked, as far as I know. I mean, some people do dehydration, but I don't know that they do that. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one. And I didn't tell you, as I'm trying it, here's 150 calories for a quarter cup, fat 13 grams, saturated 5, sodium 3%, carb 7, dietary fiber 5, total sugar is 2, again small amount, protein 3, calcium 1, iron 1%, iron 4%, potassium 2%. Now this is a little bit sweeter, but it's a little dry, not in a bad way. I think it's from the flax meal and the ground coffee. It's decent. It's not my favorite. I think I like the first one as far as sweetness goes, and then the second one I tried. It's a little dry too, but more savory. But it's okay. It's not my ultimate favorite. But if you're a coffee person, now if you put it, I'm just having it plain, so therefore it's a little drier. I don't really taste the coffee. I do taste the cacao. Because the cacao is actually nibbed, whereas the coffee is just ground up, so that's why. Now, since I'm not having it in something or on something, meaning, I didn't put it in like a milk, like a plant milk I would use, or in yogurt as a topping, I probably wouldn't get so much of the dryness of just eating it out of the bag. It's not terrible. Definitely not. I mean, they're good products. I appreciate very much her ingenuity to create something without using sweeteners, grains, things like that doesn't feel is necessary, although I'm not against grain. And then sweeteners is debatable as far as like what you would use as the best, as far as some people don't want to use sugar, at all. Although there's the option of using stevia. People call it stevia. It's actually stevia. That's another story, but I've done a video about it. The person who discovered it, his name was Estev, hence stevia. That's how I know, because I read a book all about the whole history of stevia and how it came to be. The Miracle Stevia is a book by James A. May. If you're interested, I'll put that below in the notes in the description. So stevia doesn't have any, it's not made of sugar. There's also xylitol. Some people like it, hate it, don't think it's great. So many different, but there are options if you want to use sweeteners. There's also something called carob syrup, which you may never have heard of, from a company called Australian Carob Company. I'll list that below too, and it is carob, and it is sweet, and it's not sugar at all. So that's a very good option, because it's carob is a pod from a seed, and it's amazing. I've done videos for them too as well, for their carob products and also the carob syrup. So that's another option that's really good, because it has so many nutritional benefits. So that's just an idea, like even if this company wants to, experiment with making other products and using that, or if you want to do that, I mean, it's really good. You can put it on anything. It's delicious. So anyway, back to this. So yeah, those are very interesting. I enjoy them. I would probably put it on yogurt, or like on a fruit salad, or on a non-dairy ice cream, which I'm going to have maybe later, so I'll put some on there. So yeah, I think they're very good. I think Tiger Nuts is great. I've had them before, so I like that she uses that as the base. It has a lot of good nutritional benefits as well. So definitely hope you check out this brand and their products. This is Struesli. It's their Granola Redefined. They have the original, the savory seed, and the cacao and coffee. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.